Just in time for Memorial Day, the USS Iowa made its final trip yesterday. Memorial Day weekend may be the unofficial kickoff to summer, but don't tell that to the people in the Sierra Mountains. Trayvon Martin's parents spoke against violence in a city that has plenty of it. Today marks the 96th running of the Indianapolis 500, and this year several things will be different about the race. What do you think should be the official mammal of the U.S.? Well, some people say it should be the bison. The Wildlife Conservation Society is launching a campaign now to make the North American bison the country's national mammal. It exploded in Wisconsin, hurting 6 people. Concerns about security caused Lady Gaga to cancel her sold-out concert in Indonesia. Imagine being a passenger on a jet when suddenly the cabin door falls off. If you are heading to the beach this weekend, don't forget to pack the sunscreen. And it doesn't have to be the expensive kind. Some of the cheap stuff works just as well. Patricia Wu, how about this? Pole dancing as an Olympic sport. There are people out there working to make this happen. And Joe, they're serious about it, right?
You know, when you hear pole dancing Olympic sport, you automatically think, okay, this is a joke, right? Are you serious? It's easy to dismiss it because people think of the stereotype. Look beyond the stereotype and take notice in this story how athletic and talented these women are. Now, if the Olympic Committee can justify rhythmic gymnastics like ribbon dancing, why not pole fitness? Sandra Endo has the story. All right, so pole dancing will not be a part of the Summer Olympic Games in London this summer. The International Olympic Committee did not allow it, but there's always a shot for the next Summer Olympic Games in 2016.
They're pretty talented, though, I do have to say. Joe, thanks.
You bet.
An 83-year-old military vet who left high school to fight in the Korean War finally got his diploma. The FBI thinks international art thieves are behind a multi-million-dollar heist in Detroit that includes a piece by Andy Warhol, even. One high school graduation ceremony consisted of just 2 students. Just 2, but as Alex Cabero from affiliate KSL reports, that had some good perks for the grads. He's related to all the girls at the school. Our thanks to Alex Cabero from KSL in Salt Lake City. Needless to say, that was the smallest graduating class in Utah this year. Just some of the stories we are following this Sunday on Weekend Express. Great to see you. I'm Susan Hendricks, in today for Natasha Curry. As Beryl gains strength along the East Coast, vacationers are trying to get as much as they can out of the great weather before that storm closes in. Elizabeth Kate from affiliate WJXT talked to some people who are sticking around. To Elizabeth Kate from WJXT for that report. The widow of a September 11th pilot has unexpectedly died. Sandy Dahl was found dead at home in Colorado on Friday. She was only 52, but a local coroner says she died of natural causes. Dad, who got to come home early, played a techie trick to surprise his kids. Just in time for summer, older travelers will now have an easier time getting through the airport. First Lady Michelle Obama took her daughters to see Beyonce in concert last night. It was the singer's first show since the birth of her baby, Blue Ivy Carter. Beyonce sang tributes to Donna Summer and Whitney Houston at the sold-out show in Atlantic City. She said she lost 60 pounds since giving birth and was going to eat lots of chocolate after the show. So are you grilling out today? I know a lot of people are, and maybe having a hot dog or hamburger with ketchup. Well, GOP frontrunner Mitt Romney could be one election away from clinching the Republican nomination for president. Jane Velez Mitchell talks about important issues right here on HLN every night, and tomorrow she has a Memorial Day special you don't want to miss on saving the environment. She even goes dumpster diving. Jane. Country singer Trace Atkins will give a special concert this Memorial Day to remember fallen heroes. It benefits the Wounded Warrior Project, and he sat down with HLN to talk about the show. He's doing amazing things. Our thanks again to Trace Atkins. That concert will be held tonight in Washington on the front lawn of the Capitol building. A black bear got stuck way up in a tree in Colorado.
We'll cut the video, but it lands right on his head.
But the bear's fine, we heard, right?
Well, yeah, I think it's because the bear was so loose when he was up in the air.
Thanks for the reenactment. All right, we're talking about basketball, and the Boston Celtics have new life in their old legs. They're done with the Sixers show after last night. Now they have to play the Miami Heat.
That's great.
You know when you impress the players that's pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you go to a baseball game, that's what every fan wants to do is catch a ball. And the guy catches the ball like he's just walking back to his seat. Yeah.
Joe, thanks.
You bet.
Clark Howard is your money expert, and HLN is the only place where you can get his great money-saving tips every day. Today, help is on the way if your smartphone is stolen. The danger that U.S. troops face inspired a military mom to do something incredible, to call on the help of a few saints. She is making bracelets that carry the image of battle saints, and Joe is here to explain this.
I really like these bracelets, first off. You know, I'm being biased because they were made by a woman who is the wife of our CNN weekend managing editor. His name is Jim LeMay. His wife Cynthia made these bracelets. But they're really special because they're showing up on battlefields all across the world and beyond. Nice story. So I think that soldier put it up, or summed it up pretty well by saying that he just feels a little safer with that in his arm.
I've seen several of our colleagues around the building wearing those bracelets. What Cynthia LeMay is doing is pretty amazing.
It is, and she's actually sold more than 50,000 of those bracelets, and she started the program a couple of years ago, and part of the proceeds go to the Intrepid Fallen Hero Fund.
All right, Joe, appreciate it. Thanks.
Bet.